Now Hall to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackled by D'Angelo Malone. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, and all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense got pressured that time. And sometimes against that, you get out your running back, it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Winslow. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. On 1st and 10, it's Hall, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Winslow. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And looky there, Charles, just acquired, already making an impact on the defensive side of the football.
Maybe not a superstar, but he does a few things well, and I think they'll emphasize that in his new role with this team.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
What?
And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the 1st drive of the game, you'd hate to just start out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk
tackle on that play by Quentin Williams. The Panthers at 5-3 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And some space here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Looking to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this one is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in the kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the left side, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver, and as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Winslow. Caught on a slant. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation.
I don't know what that
would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he is not going to get in as the big body stopped him at the 1. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Eddie Pinheiro on now. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this in a tight angle. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Might help millions of people up there. Exactly. So this is
after the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
You could see, and you almost sort of expect to.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
What are they preparing for nighttime exercises in Washington?
Back to throw. He finds Watson complete. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. Touchdown! Christian Watson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. So he missed his long field goal try. He's got this one as that extends their lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Right on this page, you'll see that every article is there. You can follow along on the second device or the tablet. You can actually read the entire article with us live. But there's also a local goal. And yellow bar, very important. It's a must.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. But Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
It is on there. And recently, Jacob Israel has been...
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winslow. His throw incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They've not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Winslow. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring more attention to him as well.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. From 13 yards out. And the Jets have regained the lead.
Yeah, in fact, over the last couple of years, there were so many weird events.
Putting always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is now 10-7.
Economic exercises. One in California, one in St. Louis, LA. Helicopters were landing and popping off of tops of buildings.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And they breached the building, they took something out under this drill.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
They actually went in and took something from one of the bank building, something like that. I don't want to paraphrase and say something wrong, but essentially they did do one where they took something out of the building. They were popping building to building. It was going to Boston. The Chicago drills, the Florida drills.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job through the air. Secondary getting picked apart, pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there in the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
They're jealous of people that get given those units because it's one of the coolest things ever. They get all of the most high-tech gear, they get the big goggles, they get
up the gut, McCaffrey.
The government recently
and he goes down, but not before he gets inside the 25. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
That could be to defend one. It could be a million of things. But there are definitely reasons for that. All of this, the nighttime crews, these military guys in our group say, yeah, you were lucky if you got into that group. They were all sorts of cool
McCaffrey on the counter. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
All focused on this. Underground as well. They are actually training to do underground drills as well. So something is
the Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down.
We told you something was heading our way. Now that it's here, especially if some big event happens after Stevie got big. I was at the first paycheck, first everything. I said, this is different. This isn't your normal paycheck.
He'll look to throw.
Blah, 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 thing that goes.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
But now we're telling you, at this point, if the stuff that we're telling you about actually...
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Every single article that comes out. There's going to start to be a pattern. We're going to see more of these next.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
It's going to progress. They're going to get more specific until we start realizing.
Operating from the gun. Winslow. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines.
Already started. It's just waiting for that big event to pull others in. NATO is already involved by gear, but if they get directly involved, Article 5 of any one of these countries, one mistake is all it takes.
He's going to check on it, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
I'm gonna kill him.
Try
that one more time.
Use the first of their timeouts. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
You see something that is absolutely crazy. Send it to markrenews.com/play my video. As long as it's not going
back to throw here. And his throw here is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
The reason that is more believable that my opinion, is that this is what they're
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
explaining all of these.
That one thrown away.
Kill him.
In the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Use it to back up this whole side double cover. This is just to work people back. So with my mods and some of this, like I was trying to do, this is
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And Watson has it right side. Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as he'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that. He's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yards.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
RC, inspiring to commit interstate and international stalking and money laundering.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
By the way,
being chased out left.
Whatever.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know that pass was incomplete, but I'm awfully impressed with how he was able to maintain his vision, because normally when you break out to the left that way, it narrows everything down, almost becomes a half-field read. But he's able to still see the entire playing surface and try to connect all the way back to the right.
And one. Apologize if I didn't say any of those right. The victims in this case sought to flee an authoritarian government.
Back to throw again.
And family.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no,
the other
incomplete.
theory is of these stations, right?
Yeah, this is exactly what we thought was going on, and then this is happening in New York, and this is where one of those locations is. If you could pull up, Adam, I just put it in the screen. This was a...
They'll set up a throw. On the move to his left. This is caught inside the...
Oh, you can bring that on back.
And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on.
You bring that on back.
Put him in the lead. Hold that thought.
Yeah, the celebration had to stop, didn't it? Because now you're on a real uptick. You're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup.
3rd and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20.
So far, we're saying up to 110 now.
Able-bodied.
This is as of the 9th of October.
By the way, I asked able-bodied separately. She sent me the original thing, like, hey, they're putting up these things. And I said, yes, I actually covered that. And I was hoping to find out where they were, because it was hard to find that information. I looked for a couple hours, and I couldn't find it. Able-bodied.
They'll look to throw here.
I really
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range.
Good
before
switch.
it happened, and tried to get it all. One throw right there.
I'll make sure to leave the PF.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hacker to punt it away.
This organization is called Safeguard First.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Are most of these, are they missing any of the NATO countries? Do they have, how many of these are native? Look at this. There's, what is it, 4 in Italy?
Well, yeah, there's plenty that aren't NATO, but I think what I'm looking at is basically adversaries, right? In their opinion, and like, oh, we're setting up
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
Sometimes you just score how much you're down. But in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in, looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. We said we'll use that to start the second half and get us going.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he takes us up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Escaping the pressure right. And it's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Also, I just got chances going in bunker codes. I actually got 3 copies.
They'll look to throw. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And some movement over. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
Hey there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start. And then try to make the ball turn a little bit more here in the second half.
This defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 102 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And I believe that I don't think they would do that without spine, right? Look at their, I don't know, different instances that we do. And then Joseph Newhouse.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Look at this. It lines up exactly. I was actually deleted the tweet that he did referencing Jimmy's video after we retweeted it.
Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 15-yard line. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
Oh!
Incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
As far as how they did a rare, unless this is a different one, where they showed where they were. That to me is that they're showing up and saying, hey, we're here and we can get you. Right?
Slot man moves right.
Let's hit that like button. Get the word out there about what's going on.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And he got the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. And he's touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive in the second half.
Shut up, sub up.
The lead is now 14-10. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
I thought it was interesting. What I did find out, though, is how many there truly want you of these. And it does kind of make sense if someone could have these and turn it into a GPS system.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, it's offense. They've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back, and they did a great job in the first half. And now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out, they'll try to increase the pressure.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Throwing on first down. Winslow. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down.
Well, they certainly aren't ready up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Play action. Winslow. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Winslow. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over it.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working. That means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Oh, get it, bro. Get the ball.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Eccles. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception for a touchdown. And this lead changes here in the third quarter.
Church good. Yeah, church good.
I done read 1 Corinthians 10, honey. Got him there and started singing.
All right, now.
And then
I had
gave
church.
the word and had worship. Come on.
Hey, all right.
All by myself.
Hey, that's all it takes. That's all it takes.
Oh, my God.
Hey.
Thank you, Jesus.
Now a crease here.
Yes.
Solid return. Pretty good field.
Yes.
Start at the 32.
Yes, y'all.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Forced out to his left.
No, get this.
Let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop the throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Hall want to give up the middle. He finds some open field here. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half.
What up, though?
Got done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
They did just do it all out of pause.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. He finds Watson. It's caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. We have played 3 quarters. is. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Thanks for joining our trip out to TMP Shield. If you have wondered how you protect yourself against TMP Shield other than hearing aids, you can actually wire in the device called the TMP Shield into your car, into your motorcycles, into your voice.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
Oh, this game almost gave this nigga a free touchdown.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he
Stop playing.
Deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And down he goes at the 49, a 40-yard pickup. This offense on 3rd down today, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
This company is also known because during T-Man's administration, he signed an executive order, and they called up many companies, including the officials, who help out with the DHS, DOD, and of course the DEMSO team. They are officially
gotta try it here. He's back to throw.
Oh.
Complete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Well, the Panthers turned away on 4th down, and the Jets are going to get the football here in field position.
Your generators, and I would highly recommend going over there. Okay, ready? Nobody's going to protect you. Nobody's going to save you. You don't really going to go down. Ready?
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
And this is a great thing to have on your team next to
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Panthers are right back in this football game.
You gotta get that out of there. You gotta get that out of there, boy.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be like Peyton Manning through 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turned out for him?
I think he's a guy in all the commercials.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The other question is, will they...
Now on 1st down, he'll drop the throw. To the sideline, and that is a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
But I don't know that we've really done anything. We haven't necessarily...
Looking to throw.
You know,
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy that I spotlighted this nigga and this nigga still get away like that.
Great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And now things going to be more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
So it's not, doesn't look like it's state of the art.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Well, Hancock can say that the subway was going to be some sort of protection, but I don't know how. I wonder if that's part of the reason why they did these.
You got some water over there?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game. He's got a man, complete. And out across midfield, down to the 45. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes in, he's brought down, it's a Panther sack. Brandon Smith with a nice rush to get him down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Operating from the gun, Winslow. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Winslow.
Nigga, throw the ball.
He will go down. Sitting back at the 46. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Concrete walls would be nice. Much of that away from you on the outside. So if that's in a basement,
they'll return it from the 6. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Right in the center, it's a lot better than being out on the further edges. So
the Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
132 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for the winner and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to produce both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Because you have a plan to go down into these places where they say, hey, this is my plan. You know, I'm going to go to this building and go to the basement.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Obviously, they've taken down all the signs. They've taken
the play action fake. They'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a 1st down here.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Every square inch of that is high-rise buildings. In other words, it's built to have
a handoff, McCaffrey running right. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Probably you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
You know, you have shelters, multiple shelters, every single building.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup there, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
It's very
Point well taken. Yeah, even if each one of those could hold several thousand people, which I doubt.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
PSA. Actually, the PSA video came out in New York. They said, the big one's hit. What do? You haven't seen that video. We haven't seen it.
Again, McCaffrey. He takes it across for the
This game's so trash, bro. Like, hey.
Charles, what a big drive late in the 4th quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. But I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't scored a point.
I don't do that when you say you don't like something.
Comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
Oh, come on, man.
Gonzalez good on the extra point.
I'm about playing this stuff so you don't like it.
4-point game.
After you.
You don't say that before.
This one away,
What
and
have
off
I
it goes.
continuously that I said I don't like?
A couple things.
No, sir.
This one fielded at the
No,
5.
sir. They try.
Yeah, I know it'd be like that.
Across the 25 to the 27.
Like, be quiet while I'm talking on my game. This ain't got nothing to do with you. Like, in my zone. Like, chill. You got too much going on right now.
I got shit going on.
Like, for real, I can say that every now and then now. God, dog.
And the points that have come fast and furious.
Here you go. Like, this nigga just run up there. Yeah.
My replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And straight up the 8 gap untouched, bro.
Right now.
Like, come on, be for real.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, you can get the ball back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They're trying to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
India has issued an advisory urging its citizens to leave UKR at the earliest due to the deteriorating security situation. The other one said because of the seriously
Back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. They're just going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down.
Bro.
Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Panthers, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.
Humanitarian crisis in their hands. They don't want to go in there. They don't want the whole country of India saying, hey, we still have citizens there, and this just happened. We're going to go in there and rescue them. They would rather have the majority of people be put their hands. That's why you do these implications. Obviously, I don't think, you could say it's because they care about